Howdy friends, I should say ahoy mateys. Welcome back to Make and Play. Today, the pirate edition. The pirate edition, where we get this awesome pirate ship. This one's flying, I don't know why. Today we are going to go ahead and make our sails. Look how cool these sails are. Do you see how I have all of my flags and everything going in one direction? Forward. It looks like the wind is pushing this forward, all right? You don't want to go backwards. I'm gonna go forwards, always moving forward. So here are my supplies today. I have paper for my sails. Your sails don't have to be white like this. They can be any color. And I really, now I'm thinking like, I wish that mine were colorful because my boat's not quite so colorful yet. I'm gonna be adding more stuff to it. You're gonna need paper for your sails. You need something to be the boom of your sail and the mast of your sail. So I am using shish kebab skewers because they're very easy to cut. And then I have my little crow's nest here. So I have a little Dixie cup, and then inside I'm using another cup to stabilize this, and I've got some more cups in there holding things together and some toilet paper tubes. So some little cups, paper, shish kebab sticks, skewers. I'm using tape to tape these on. I happen to have white masking tape. It doesn't have to be white. There's also some really cool colored masking tape. And paper rolls, some more boxes and cardboard that we're going to use inside of our ship. And you're going to need glue, okay? But then we're going to start with just talking about how to create each one of these sails. And you're going to want to put some flags. You got to have some flags. So the first sail I'm going to do is this front sail, and it is this medium. I went ahead and just cut my paper to be the size that I wanted this to be. So that's this sail right here. So you need to decide where the top and the bottom of your sail is. And then you're gonna take your shish kebab skewer. If you have a pair of wire cutters, this makes it very, 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 very easy. These are needle nose pliers, but right here is the sharp part that will cut wire. I'm not cutting wire, I'm just cutting the shish kebab shish kebab skewer. That's a mouthful. So I want it to be a little bit longer, a little bit wider than this sail. So I'm just gonna mark it. Got my handy dandy Sharpie here. And I'm gonna want 2 of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark a second one because I don't know that I can get 2 out of this. So I'm just gonna mark them both. Always put the top on your Sharpies. Do not let them dry out. That's so sad when that happens. That'll make your tool manager at home very upset. Okay, there's 1 and 2. Now be careful with these skewers because they are very pointy. But that pointy part is going to come in super handy when we start putting it through these sails. So I made quite a few sails before I came up with this sail with the process that we're using today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take your tape, and I'm gonna make sure it's long enough. And then when I lay it down on here, I'm gonna put it on half or close to half. It doesn't have to be perfect. See that? And then I'm gonna take these scissors. I'm gonna use these because they're already sticky from cutting tape. And then I'm just gonna cut the edge off. I'm telling you, this process is awesome. I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. So I have half of my tape sticking off. Now I'm gonna take my mast that I cut, and I'm gonna put it on here. My paper got all wonky on me. And I'm just gonna lay it right on the seam of where the paper and the tape meet. Isn't that You could make some other really cool stuff with this. Like maybe you make a like ancient scroll that hangs with these little things. It'd be so cool. You could do some sort of amazing pirate map that gets rolled up with these scrolls where you go, that'd be awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna do the other side. I'm doing the exact same thing I did before. Make sure it's a little bit longer, so I don't have to measure it right now. And then I can see through this tape. I can see how far up I am. If you can't see, you might have to make a little line on your paper. So remember, halfway. It's not perfect. This one comes up a little bit higher. Doesn't matter, it's okay. If you had washi tape when you got done with this, you could put washi tape along the edges and have a really cool pattern. I've got to do something with these sails. They just don't reflect who I am. They need some color. So you might be seeing some changes in my pirate ship. And that's very awesome because that's what happens with art. As you create it, it changes and grows. Okay, so once again, I have that part and I'm gonna fold it over. That's my first sail. All right, you see how I'm gonna put it on like this? So you're gonna make all of your sails. I'm gonna show you how to make the second sail because the second sail is 2 sails. And on the top of it is our cool Jolly Roger. He's so scary. So I'm gonna show you how to do this double one also. And then we need to put some pieces together. Okay, well, you know what? Let's do the crow's nest real quick. And we'll get this sail totally made. So see how this has the crow's nest on top? Inside, I couldn't figure out how to keep it from moving around. So I had to do some creative problem solving, that's what this whole thing's about. So inside I have a toilet paper tube that I've pushed it through. So here we go. You want to find the middle of your sail. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know. I'm not measuring. Watch out that your finger is not behind this pointy end of the skewer because it will go right in there. So if you need some help, ask somebody to help you do this. Don't hurt yourself. You see how awesome that is? I'm gonna put I had to think about this for a minute. I'm like, does that need to be in the bottom or in the top? This is gonna be the top because I need to push this through the crow's nest. Okay, so here's my sail. I'm gonna put this aside and we're gonna make the crow's nest. I'm just using some brown paper, like the paper on my table. Look at this. I'm gonna brown paper. This is how you measure to cut your piece for your cup, okay? Because you have to roll it so that this will go around. It's the other way. You have to, no, it's this way. All right, I'm gonna show you and then we'll get it right. So it takes just a little bit of time to do this. You start like this and I'm gonna do it this way so it works better with my hand. You roll it, and as you roll it, you trace. I know, isn't this weird? I just figured this out by doing it. Because the cylinder is wider at the top, so you have to make sure that we get that curve, or it won't go on there. I'm pretty sure this is all about math right now. Blah, right? That's why you gotta pay attention in math class. Help you build pirate ships. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna continue that curve. If you take a flat piece of paper and you try to wrap it around this cup, it will be frustrating. I did that for you. I tried yesterday. I was like, that's not gonna work. And, oh, math. Oh, you get me again. So, gotta respect the math. So I'm cutting along this line with, those are my tape scissors, the sticky ones. I don't want to use those. So I'm gonna cut along this line, and it just continues. And then I'm gonna cut along this line, and it might be a little bit wide right now, but I can trim that. See how, it's pretty amazing how this just wraps right around there. But it's a little long right here, so I'm gonna trim it. When I figure these things out when I'm working, it is so exciting. You would think that I've just like done some amazing discovery, and it's just wrapping a cup with a piece of brown paper. It's the little victories in life. So once you get one of these the way you want, don't go ahead and glue it. You know what you do? You trace it again, so you don't have to do that, all right? I'm gonna trace this one on this piece. This one I started and I didn't get the angle quite right, so I'm gonna trace it on here. That way I have it for my next piece. We always want to work smarter, not harder. If you want to go ahead and add a texture to your crow's nest before, do that. It's easier to do it before you put on the cup rather than after. I don't have a texture on mine right now. I was just trying to get it built. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. And then I have two. It's awesome to have a pattern to work from. So I'm gonna clean that up later, which will be me. There's no one that does that for me here. Okay, so you can just glue this with regular glue. Like I said before, I'm using hot glue to speed up the process, but regular glue works fine. I actually used regular glue on these because I made them ahead of time. I didn't have to worry about waiting for anything to dry because I had time. So look how perfect that is. So now you know the trick to cutting out paper to cover things. You can make all sorts of fun stuff with cups. You can make really cool robots with cups. Look at that. That could be a robot leg, couldn't it? Look at an eyeball. So now let me show you how we're gonna make this guy stay here. Okay, I figured this out. That you can take a paper tube. I have so many. I like to use them for all sorts of things. I don't want it to be any wider than my cup. So I'm gonna cut a piece off and then I'm just gonna try it out. Put it in here like this. Oh yeah, that's nice and snug. So I need my skewer to be able to go through both sides. So I'm just gonna cut a hole in both sides. If you would like to put a little dot of glue in the bottom of this to hold it in the bottom, you can. I don't have it in any of these. So now I'm gonna poke this through the bottom in the middle. Keep your fingers out of the way. That's very pointy, pointy, pointy. Don't hurt yourself. And then I put it through one side of the hole. See what happens if you don't have it on there. It's not stable. No, I'm not going up there in that. With the wind? No, that's dangerous. We gotta fix it. And now I'm going through the other side, but get your finger out of the way. Make my hole a little bit bigger there. If I can find it. There we go. And when you push it down in there, it's not gonna move. Now I'm gonna get rid of this point. It's too pointy. Got some shrapnel over here. We don't even have the guns on yet, and there's just stuff lying around. All right, I'm gonna turn my seam to the back here. You could have your ship any kind of ship. It doesn't have to be a pirate ship. I just think, why wouldn't you want it to be a pirate ship? They're so fun. But your ship could be any kind of ship. Now that I have 2 ships, I think that I might have to make them like dueling pirates, or maybe maybe I have a pirate ship and the other one's full of clowns. That'd be fun. What do you think pirates would think if they're out on the ocean and they run into a ship of clowns? Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. So this is gonna go in the front. See that? See that? So I just actually tape that on the front there, and then I put another piece of paper on top. All right, so one down with the crow's nest, which is super cool. This second one is a little more complicated because it's a double sail, and I've had to put 2 sticks together. If you have this tan masking tape, then you won't be able to see your joint. You can see the joint that I have. And then I've secured it using the same idea of a cup. The exact same thing. So when you figure out something that works really well, use it. Use it again. Okay, so let's see, my shish kebab skewers. So that I need those. And I need my paper. I think this is a small one, yeah. This is a big one. And one more piece. I may have used one of mine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. And remember how we did it? Let's go through that step one more time. We're not gonna connect those, this one I have that does not work now because I put it together first. You have to put this piece together second. All right. So I'm gonna take my tape. Oh, I need my skewers first. Gotta cut these. So I've measured this one. Make sure you have to turn the right way. I had it this way and I was like, that's too big. So you wanna have your sail. I'm trying to see to make sure I've got the right size sail. It's pretty close. Your sail. And you're going to measure it. Just like we did before. And I'm going to get my second one. Measure it. If I measure them both at the same time and I cut them both at the same time, I'm just saving time, all right? So this whole week while we're working, we are also mentioning and talking about our good friends at Shipwreck Grill. They own Shipwreck Grill. They're a bunch of pirates that have a restaurant. It's pretty cool. It's in Bryan, Texas. I don't know if you know many pirate-owned restaurants, but we have one here. And they also have what they call their family of restaurants. They have Amico Nave, which is an Italian restaurant. That one's too small. And they own a home-style diner, just like 2 blocks over from where I am right now, called Third on Main. That's delicious. And they have decided to offer us some gift certificates as prizes for you pirates who send in a picture of your progress each day and you share our instructions, okay? So if you do that every day, you have up to 5 chances to get your name in the pot, and we will pull a name and you will get a gift certificate sent to you that you can use here in Bryan, Texas. How cool is that? Shipwreck Grill. And then they said that when we get done, we can post I'll print out some pictures of some of the final projects and we'll hang them up for everyone to see. We'll just put your first name. First name and age would be nice. It's awesome when we can get artwork displayed and people are looking at it and they're like, oh my goodness, This kid's 7. It's super cool. So you're gonna go through that same process of making these sails, okay? And you're gonna make 2 more sails for the middle and 1 more sail for this spot, okay? You think you can handle that? I'm gonna show you how to put these 2 sails together. The front sail is exactly the same as the back sail, except for it doesn't have the crow's nest on it. It just has a flag. You can put whatever you want on there. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have a crow's nest. You could have 2. You could have 3. It's yours. You do it like you want, okay? Your idea, not anybody else's art. Your very own art. Okay. So the deal is, for this double, the double one, we have to have 2 connected. So you have to come in with both of your shish kebab skewers before we tape them together, because you need the point to go through. Let me get one more sail here, and then we will put them together. What am I looking for? Skewers. So I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna mark it. I think I can get 2 of those out of this. So to save materials, I'm gonna cut this and see if it can. I use this one instead. Yeah. Since that one flew away from me. You know what? I'm just gonna cut the points off of these. I like to be able to make sure that I'm really using my resources well, that I'm not wasting anything. These are made out of some sweet trees, and I don't want to waste that. Okay. So you're going to go through the same process that we've done now a couple times, creating these. All right, you guys continue building your sails, and we're running out of time today. So make all the sails you're going to make. You can even go ahead and make flags. Get all that stuff ready, and when we come back tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to put all these pieces together, okay? So tomorrow, once again, you're going to need your clippers here. If you're not finished with your sails, you're going to need these, all right? You're going to need that. You're going to need your tape and your glue, and we are going to put together the inside of your boat and put all these sails up, okay? So remember, our good friends at Shipwreck Grill take pictures of your progress, post it and share it. And also, if you're enjoying what you see and you would like to help support this program, you can always send me a sweet Venmo tip. And at the closing page of this today, you'll also see opportunities for PayPal. So thank you for joining us today. Keep creating and be kind.